I think we've already seen at least one post from Dillon Danis saying good morning or stuff like that, right? The fight that's gonna happen on the October 14th, 2023 is gonna bring a lot of money, as both Logan and Dillon Danis said. Logan Paul is estimated to get $15 million and Dillon Danis said that he is getting paid more than UFC champions. Logan Paul has made a bet with Conor McGregor that costs $1 million. So I think Logan Paul is pretty sure on his strengths, on his boxing skills. So while Conor is sure on the strengths of Dillon Danis. I want to talk about the reason why this fight is going to attract a lot of viewers. So nobody is going to watch this fight because he's a fan of Logan Paul or Dillon Danis. Dillon Danis is a target of haters, and he wants to be a target of haters. When it comes to Logan Paul, you must be a moron to be a fan of Logan Paul, right? Because he's a scammer, because he's everything like that. Everything bad you can name, he is Logan Paul. There is no fan that will watch the fight to witness someone to win. I mean, if you're watching the fight, you are one of three types. You just don't care who wins or who loses. You just want to watch the fight. You just want to see the outcome of the fight and see like if Dillon Danis is worse, the shit he's talking about, or is Logan a better fighter. So the first type is just you don't care. You just want to watch the outcome. The second type is you are a Logan Paul hater. I've never seen in my life the person who adores Logan Paul, except from 4 to 8, 10-year-olds. So the second type is the people who hate Logan Paul. The third type of people are the people who hate Dillon Danis because he's a trash talker too, like Conor McGregor.
I own this town. I own Rio de Janeiro. So for him to say he is the king and I am the joker, if this was a different time, I would invade his favela on horseback and kill anyone that was not fit to whoop. But we are in a new time, so I'll whoop his ass in July.
But Conor had some fans, a strong fan base, but Dillon Danis cannot show off his fan base. So the third type of people are the people who are gonna watch the fight because they want to see Dillon Danis lose. Dillon Danis is a great close friend of Conor McGregor, so he possibly had some lessons on trash talking from the king himself. And I'm pretty sure Dillon is a fucking G at trash talking because he made Khabib jump out of a cage. Khabib, he's a calm guy, right? If you don't try very hard to enrage him. Yeah, you can watch the video.
Okay, when I catch his neck and I choke him, like he tap, you know, like how you can tap? Go sleep, like, and he tap, and I was like, okay, it's not enough. I need something. And I see like his corners like talk with me, like
he turns around, takes out his mouthpiece, and throws it right into the direction of Conor's camp.
По происшествию, когда он выпрыгнул, я помню, я закрыл глаза.
And I think, oh, I have to bite his heart, you know.
Damn, here it goes, the eagle.
Fortunately or unfortunately, Dillon Danis hasn't fought in 4 years. In 4 entire years. So do I think he's in a bad shape? Yes. Watch the video till the end. I mean, Dillon Danis has been fighting brightly in Bellator. He won them, right? So the point I want to make is that Dillon Danis won those 2 fights in submission. If you watch the fights, it's clear that he is good at the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and he is good at grappling and stuff like that happens on the ground, right? I've never seen him box exceptionally good. I mean, I'm not a professional boxer or a professional fighter, but I can see that Dillon Danis is not as good, particularly in boxing, than Logan Paul. I hate Logan Paul, but here I have to admit that Dillon Danis is a little weaker than Logan Paul. If you watch the fights, the boxing matches of Logan Paul, you can see that his boxing is a little nicer and a little organized than Dillon Danis. For 3 good months, Dillon Danis has been bombing Twitter with the photos and videos of Logan Paul's girlfriend. He thinks that it's a trash talk, and he thinks that he is affecting Logan Paul's mind, Logan Paul's confidence. And I do think he's doing that because Logan Paul seems a little weak, a little anxious when talking about the photos and videos on Twitter, right? I have concluded that Dillon Danis is a fucking moron, and he has no sense of honor whatsoever. Because touching a third party, a woman, is not a good thing, even if you are fighting the woman's husband or a boyfriend for whatever. So yeah, it's not a good thing. In addition, except from all that, he has been attacking Prime, the hydration drink that has been promoted by Logan Paul so much. Like, I think he sleeps with it. So can Logan Paul box? I think he can because he has an experience with some top fighters. In my opinion, he can box. And in my opinion, he has more chances to win than Dillon Danis. Even if Dillon Danis is a professional fighter that has been training for his entire life. Logan Paul is a YouTuber, right? He's a internet personality, he's a celebrity, he's not a fighter, you may think. But as I've mentioned before, Dillon Danis seems to be worse actually in boxing than Logan Paul. Am I saying Logan Paul is a good person? Absolutely fucking not. After the incident in Japan, after all of the projects that were not successful, like CryptoZoo, like some other things, I think Logan Paul is the bad person, in my opinion. It's my personal opinion, so YouTube do not ban me. It's a free speech. Because you see, I posted a video on TikTok in which I discussed Logan Paul's CryptoZoo project. And it got like 3,000, 4,000 views. I was just starting. TikTok banned the video, and the reason for that was that I was spreading hate. I'm not spreading hate. It's just my personal opinion, first of all, and I'm just giving facts. You can watch the CoffeeZilla video on the project CryptoZoo. So it's interesting actually. One more thing I want to talk about is the relationship of Logan Paul and Jake Paul. Logan Paul cannot admit that his little brother is fucking better than him in boxing. He makes excuses, he makes bold statements stating that he is just not getting any fights, that every professional fighter is choosing his brother over him to fight because his brother is like a weaker boxer and an easy prey for them, an easy bag of money.
I think I'm better than you, and I think Nate chose you for a reason.
But in my opinion, I do think that Logan is gonna win the fight, the boxing match with Dillon Danis. I'm sure that Jake Paul would fucking maul Logan Paul in a boxing fight. I mean, they were never good exemplish brothers from the YouTube time. Yeah, it doesn't seem to get better. Yeah, I think Logan Paul is getting what he deserves, so I'm not feeling any empathy towards him. I'm not compassionate in any means, but I don't think Dillon Danis is a good guy too, so yeah.